Millett. A sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, number 10, Omri Gao. A senior from Caldwell, New Jersey, number 12, Billy Evers. A junior from Crozet, Virginia, number 16, Michael Nafziger. A junior from Stratford, New Jersey, number 17, Tommy Sheehan. A senior from Mansfield, Massachusetts, number 21, Ryan Muth. A freshman from Old Tappan, New Jersey, number 25, Kenny Guan. A freshman from Waterford, Michigan, number 44, Ian Cairns. And in goal, a sophomore from Birmingham, Michigan, number 1, Michael Thutt. Head coach for the Garnet is Eric Wagner. He is assisted by Kieran Dalton, Tor Hotham, Harry Isheropoulos, Michael O'Connor, and Brendan Grady. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Swarthmore College joins the NCAA and the Centennial Conference in promoting good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's live stream of a game between the Swarthmore College Garnet men's soccer team and the Green Terror of McDaniel College. You're watching on the Garnet Sports Network. My name is Jacob Brady, a freshman member of the class of 2020 here at Swarthmore College. We're live today from Clothier Field here on the campus of Swarthmore College. The Garnet men's soccer coming into this game 6-7-0, 2-3 in conference play. They're currently ranked 6th in the conference, which is one game out from being in the playoffs for the conference. Top 5 currently are Haverford, Franklin, Marshall, Washington College, Johns Hopkins, and Gettysburg in that order. Swarthmore with one game back from Gettysburg and Johns Hopkins, still with a game to play against both Gettysburg and Washington College, who are ahead of them at the moment. Swarthmore 0-3 in their last 3 games, with losses to Keene University, Gettysburg College, and Drew University, 2 of those being non-conference losses. McDaniel, on the other hand, 4-6-2, 0-4-1 in conference play. Second to last in the conference, and opening kickoff. Ball with Nafziger, tries to play it through to Tommy Sheehan. Ball will go out of bounds on the near side. And Sheehan will take the throw-in for Swarthmore. Thrown long, looking for the head of Nafziger, but popped up into the air. And foul called there. And Sheehan will take the free kick as the Garnet set up. Diego Vargas will block. Ball curled in off the head of Nafziger, but wide of net. So now with the goal kick for McDaniel. Long ball down the far side off the head of Billy Evers. Popped up into the air again. Off the head of Ward. Gall with it. Gall tries to play it through, but intercepted there by Hilary. Ball out of bounds off of Vargas. Throw in here. Be taken by Kenny Guan. Freshman out of Old Tappan, New Jersey for Swarthmore. Ball with Sheehan, but popped up in the air and out of bounds. So a throw in here. Guan will come forward to take. Throw in. Millet, heel flick up. Nafziger looks for the header off the head of Sheehan there. Cleared out off the head and now brought up by Palin. Vargas. Ball now with Bonsu and then cleared back down by the Garnet. And punt there from McDaniel. Vargas tries to track it down, but out of bounds. Thrown there from Kenny Guan off the head of Millet. Tries to play it forward for Gall, but a little bit too far ahead. Cleared up and out by Shutt and out of bounds. Another throw in here for Guan. Off Sheehan. Sheehan tries to play it through for Nafziger. Nafziger will get to it, but out of bounds off of Shutt. So corner kick here. Sheehan will take it. Low ball through. Off goes back to Sheehan near the baseline and headed out. Evers keeps it into the box and tries to play it through traffic. Ball now with Bonsu. Bonsu will play it ahead for Vargas. Ball goes to Gall. Played ahead for Evers down the far side. Evers tries to make a move around his man, but fought off the ball. And a foul called there. Free kick here. Ball through the middle for Palin. Evers tries to fight for it. Now with Palin. Palin plays it back to Bickley. Ball ahead looking for Vargas, but too far ahead for him. Guan will give back to Thut. Gollins a header twice. Millett now with it near the middle. Millett looking for some room. And a foul call there on Valdez. Got a little bit physical fighting for the ball there with Millett. Nafziger there fighting for the ball with Escobar, but ball goes forward. Bonsu trying to make a run on it, but taken away there by Lannion. Ball is with Valdez. Valdez finding some space, tries to pass it off, but too far ahead for Hilary. And Muth now with it, pursued by Palin. Long ball ahead. Nafziger tries to track this one down, but out of bounds. Ball goes back to Guan. Guan passes to Sheehan, but out of bounds. Thrown there from Bickley. Ball with Palin. Palin finding some room up the middle. Challenged by Muth, plays it through to Vargas. Vargas keeps it in near the back line and out of bounds off of Guan. Thrown here for McDaniel. Thrown is into the box, looking for Bonsu, but off the head of Cairns for the Garnet. And Sheehan will head out of bounds. Thrown here from Bickley to Vargas. And out of bounds off of Vargas. So thrown here. Kenny Guan will take it. Guan with a long ball, but off the head of Shutt and back. Evers trying to win possession. He does, but quickly turns it over to Valdez. Challenge there by Gall. And a foul called there, as Escobar was tripped up by Muth, it looked like. And the ref will push Gall back. Free kick. And headed out there. And Millett tries to chase that one down. And goalkeeper Nick Over is forced to kick that one out of bounds. Millett was making a run on that ball. Sheehan to Gall, back to Guan. To the middle to Ward. Long ball there from Youth. Looks like he wanted Millett or Sheehan to make a run on that, but neither did. And that ball will go out of bounds at the back. So goal kick here for Nick Over. High ball over the head of both Sheehan and Vargas. So a throw in here. Kenny Guan will take it for the Garnet. Tries to throw to Millett, but that ball looked like it never came back in bounds. Throw in here. Bickley. Guan takes it away, but off the head of Escobar. Lannion will track that one down. Lannion, looking for room up the far side, will pass it back to Gall. Gall gets around his defender, and Nafziger tries to pass it off, but out of bounds. Thrown from McDaniel. High ball looking for Bonsu, but off the head of Muth. And Gall is stripped. Bonsu now with it. Bonsu trying to make a run to the middle. That ball is taken away from him by Ward. But back to him. Tries to get around Lanyon. Both two speedy guys. Thrown from Lanyon to Muth. Lanyon, long ball up the far side. And out of bounds off Swarthmore. Long ball looking for Diego Vargas. And Kenny Guan will keep it in. Sheehan with a great move to get around his defender, but plays a little bit too far ahead for himself. Bandana ahead to Vargas. Leary now with Valdez, but a turnover. Ward plays it through to Nafziger, who will be stripped by Hilary. Evers. And a foul called there on Billy Evers. So free kick from McDaniel from within their own half. And a long kick, but off the head of Cairns. But kept in by Bickley. Vargas. Gall to Millet. Sheehan, but he turns it over to Bandana. Bandana still with it. Valdez tries to pass to Palin. Ball rolls to Escobar. Escobar marked on the far side. And Ward will play it ahead. And ball goes to Gall. Swarthmore now on the counterattack. Sheehan running in toward the middle, but he is stripped by Palin. Bickley now. And Ward fights him off that ball, and Muth will play it ahead for Evers. Evers now making a run through the middle. Millet trying to get on that ball. Millet keeps it in. Tries to put into the box for Nafziger, but a little bit too far ahead for him. And it'll be a goal kick. That ball went out of bounds. So Nick Over will take the goal kick for McDaniel. Ball goes out of bounds off of Vargas. Throwing from Sheehan, tries to give to Millet, and that ball will go out of bounds off of him. So a goal kick here. Again for Nick Over. Gall off the head of Ward. Lanyon now. Play through Nafziger to Evers. And Evers tries to push it on, but deflected. And ball out of bounds there off of Guan. Bickley will take the throw-in. Short to Hilary. Long ball from Hilary looking for Bonsu, but off the head of Muth. And intercepted there by Hilary. Hilary looking for room down the near side. He is marked by Gall, and he loses possession there. Takeaway by Cairns. And Gall now into the middle for Ward. Passes off to Lannion. Everest now. Lost one cross field looking for Sheehan. But ball now with Vargas for McDaniel. And Palin tries to feed Bickley, but behind him. And Guan will take the throw-in for Swarthmore. Off the foot of Gall. Guan still with it. Long ball in from him, looking for Millet, but off the head of Escobar. And Sheehan is tripped up. So a free kick here for Swarthmore. From pretty dangerous position. Couple yards outside the box. And the wall will set up here. And Sheehan will take this. Tries to put it into goal. But Nick comes over. Tried to curl it around the wall, but a little bit too much. And ball ended up near the middle of goal and came over to get it. Muth there with a attempted stop. Ball got away from him, but gets back to him. Thutt now passes to Muth, who anchors this defensive line. Back in the lineup after coming off an injury. Ball popped up. Guan. And ball out of bounds off of McDaniel. Thrown from Sheehan to Guan. But he turns it over pretty quickly to Hilary. But Hilary loses it to Sheehan. Ball from Millet. Tries to play it to Nafziger. And a run now from Valdez, but he slips on the grass, and Gall takes it away from him. But Gall loses it. And Gall goes down. So free kick here. Muth will take it. Takes quick for Sheehan. Sheehan tripped up in the box, but no call. Palin tries to feed Vargas, but Lannion will clear it back down. Millet. Millet tries to play it to Nafziger. Ball with Sheehan. Shot from Sheehan, but high over the netting behind goal. And goal kick here for Nick Over. And long ball through the middle. Off the head of Palin and out of bounds. Thrown here. Guan will take it. Short to Ward. But a foul called there on Ward. Bickley will come up to take the free kick for McDaniel. Long ball through, looking for Bonsu, but Cairns will head it away. And Guan pops up into the air, throwing here for Bickley. Short pass to Bonsu. And another foul called there on Swarthmore. So it'll be a free kick for McDaniel. Escobar will take it as Thut sets up his wall. And headed away by Cairns. And then Nafziger will head it away. Millett tries to pursue, but kept away from him. Bouncing ball. Muth wins that header, but block there off of Valdez. And out of bounds at the back. So goal kick here for Michael Thut. Cairns to Muth. Muth tries to play it to Lanyon. Ball with Gall. Back to Cairns. Long ball to Nafziger. Millett now. But Millett falls. Valdez tries to play it to Palin, but Lanyon just too quick for him. And a throw in here. Lanyon will take it after the ball went out of bounds off of Palin. Misplay there by Evers. Ball off the head of Cairns. Bonsu and Lanyon fighting for that one. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the Garnet. So it'll be a throw-in for McDaniel. And Sheehan will take it away. Clears up, tries to play it to Millett, but Millett misplays. Sheehan and Hilary fighting for it. Ball goes back to Bandana. And the pass is back to Over, who managed to get it past Millett. Lanyon to Ward. Nafziger. Give this to Guan. And Guan tries to play it up the near side for Sheehan, but too far the right of him. Thrown there from Bickley. Tries to give to Vargas. He is held up there by Guan, and foul called. So Bickley will take the throw in here. Through ball there. Nafziger to Gall. Lanyon will come forward on that one. Gall. Back to Ward. Ward gives to Guan. Gall now with it. To Muth. Plays it through to Evers. And tries to play it through traffic to Millett. Ball out of bounds there off of McDaniels.
Into the game for the Green Chair, number 4, Michael Thompson. And entering the game for the Garnet, number 3, Zach Vescusi.
And a couple substitutions here for both teams. Number 3, Zachary Vescusi will come out for Ryan Ward. Vescusi, a freshman out of Aston, Pennsylvania. Only a couple towns over from here. And Nafziger fighting for the ball there with Palin. Palin to Bickley. And Bickley looking for room up the near side, but ball goes to Cairns, who will pass to Thut. Thut to Muth, who pass it back to him, misplays it, but wide of net. Cairns. Back to Thut, who does not misplay that one. Ball off the head of Nafziger. And a counterattack now for Swarthmore. Sheehan with it near the corner. High shot. Tried to find the top left corner. That ball goes out of bounds over net. Goal kick here from Nick over. Ball off the head of Sheehan. Cairns. And Nafziger goes down. Foul called. Nafziger will draw the foul. So, free kick. Lannion now with it. Lannion to Gall. But taken away there. Escobar with a run. Gall tries to fight him off. He briefly loses it. Regains it. Tries to play it through to Vargas. But a little bit too far ahead. Short kick there from Thut to get it back into play. Muth, long ball up the far side. Scusi went up for the header. And a throw in here. Muth. He turns it over, and now he clears it up, but kept in there by Palin. And that ball finally out of bounds off Palin, so a throw in here. Guan. Evers. Evers will keep it in on the near side. Gall. And Cairns will clear it out of bounds. Gall. Palin plays it into the middle for Hilary, but he loses possession. Evers now with it on the near side. Sheehan tries to win it, but the ball goes back to Bandana. Hilary to Bickley. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Gall. Throw in there to Palin. Gives to Valdez. Valdez to Escobar. But ball back with Viscusi. Long ball up from Lannion. And Lannion goes down. Foul called. Back there, so free kick here from Muth. He'll look to send it short to Cairns. Gall. Back to Cairns. Guan tries to hug the sideline with that ball, but it will roll out of bounds on him. Bickley. And Guan wins that one. Guan to Gall. Hilary blocks it. Goes back to Bandana. Through to Hilary. And Sheehan tries to clear it up. Thompson. Viscusi. Muth and Lennon to try to take it away, and they do. Viscusi to Millet. And foul called there. Millet draws the foul. Free kick here for the Garnet. Tommy Sheehan will take it from about 40 yards out. And they'll bring Muth into the box as a tall body, which they often do. High ball in off the head of Nafziger, and Evers tries to win that header, but Nick Over comes forward to punch it out. Ball off of Muth, and he falls down in the box, no call. And ball goes out of bounds, wide of net. So a throw-in, goal kick here. Couple substitutions for the Garnet. Joey Bradley, number 14, a freshman out of Folsom, Pennsylvania. And number 4, Cameron Ricciardi, out of Wallingford, Pennsylvania. 2 locals will come on for the Garnet. And a foul called there. Ricciardi will take the ensuing free kick. Long ball from Ricciardi, but blocked back up. Vargas tries to chase down the loose ball, but off of Cairns. Thought passes ahead to Muth. Muth chips that one up into the air. Palin tries to win the header. Nafziger. And ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in from Viscusi. And misplay there by Nafziger. Long ball out of bounds there by Bickley. And Kenny Guan will take the throw-in for the Garnet. Evers to Viscusi, but he misplays and out of bounds off of him. Throw-in here by Bickley. And out of bounds there. Called out off of the Garnet. Throw in here. Again, Bickley will take it with the Garnet. Viscusi loses it to Bickley. Back to Hillary. Valdez. Shot from Valdez. And Thutt will block it down and then pick it up. And he kicks it back into play. Ball out of bounds there off of Swarthmore. So throw in here, Bickley to Hillary. Off that of Nafziger. Gall and Viscusi now. Ball with Palin. And a foul called a while back on Swarthmore. And a free kick here. Played short, and Billy Evers will take it away. Evers, long ball, looking for Bradley. And that is cleared away. Thrown there. Ball with Nafziger. Shot from Nafziger is just high. Nice shot there from him, but a little too high and ends up behind the goal. Substitution now is number 11, sophomore out of the Bronx, New York, will come on. Yuhang Wang will come on for the Garnet in place of Michael Nafziger. Ball off the shoulder of Wang. Rishardi. And Wang goes down, foul called. And that'll be a free kick. Muth will come over to take this one. Low ball to Rishardi. Rishardi tries to get into the box, but deflected. And counterattack now. Escobar finding space through the middle, plays it ahead for Vargas. Vargas was called off sides, though. And that'll be a free kick. Thought we'll take it from the spot of the offsides. And he gestures for the Garnet to move back as he looks to boot this one down. Long kick there. And Rishardi. Muth pops it ahead for Bradley. And that ball will go out of bounds at the back off of Swarthmore. Goal kick here for Nick Over. Inside 10 minutes to play here. Slightly over 7 now in this first half of action. Score still tied 0-0. Over with the goal kick. Off the head of Hilary. And Guan tries to play it up off of Bickley. Ball back now with McKenzie. And Everett goes down but gets back up. McKenzie passes to Smith. Thompson with it. Back to Valdez. Tries to pass to Escobar, but goes to Garnet player and then cleared out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in. Man, that ball quickly out of bounds off of, foul called there. And Muth will take this free kick for the Garnet. Long ball in from him. Evers comes forwards to try to win the header, but a foul called. Evers fouled Michael Thompson there. Ball through to Palin. Now with Valdez. Hilary. Bradley. And cleared out of bounds there by McDaniel. Lanny now with it. Lanyon passes to Ricciardi. Ricciardi passing to the box, but no one on it. Evers now tries to play it to Viscusi, it looks like, but that ball instead goes out of bounds. Wide of net. Inside 5 minutes to play now. And a goal kick there. Blocked back off of Ricciardi, but a foul called. And ball ahead. Escobar with it. Shot from Escobar. And that goes into the side netting. And that ball is, guess it was deflected as it off the shot. So corner here for McDaniel. And off the head of Muth. And Bradley will clear it. Popped up into the air. Viscusi tries to win the header. Off the head of Evers. Wong. And out of bounds off of Swarthmore. Thrown, it's from Bickley. And that goes over the head of Rogers for McDaniel. Bickley heads it back, but out of bounds. And substitution now as number 23, Omadayo Oregunwa, junior defender out of Oakland, California, will come on for Billy Evers. Ball popped into the air off of Palin. Wong with the drive, but that's blocked, but it rolls to Joey Bradley. Bradley passes back to Gall. Gall tries to play through traffic. Ball with Rogers. Rogers finds Escobar with the running room. That ball is deflected out of bounds. And that'll be a corner kick here for McDaniel. Low corner there. And that ball hits the crossbar and then volleyed by Pat Palin. Sorry, it's Shutt who actually got his foot on it for the volley. And McDaniel gets on the scoreboard with just over a minute left to play in this half. Initial shot hit the crossbar, bounced down and bounced back up. After a little bit of bouncing around, it finally went out to Shutt, who volleyed it. Top right corner, past Michael Thutt. Down to a minute to play here. Ball with the Viscusi, but cleared up and out of bounds. Swarthmore moving quick here. Lanyon with the throw-in, tries to play it into the middle, but instead off the head of Hilary. Bradley sends it back in and cleared up and out by Wise. Ricciardi to Lanyon. Bradley to Cairns. And Guan puts that ball out of bounds. And time will expire. And that ends the first half here at Clothier Field. Score 1-0 in favor of McDaniel at the moment. As this first half ends, both teams credited with 2 shots on goal, but it was the shot on goal from McDaniel that in the end counted. Initial shot hit the crossbar and bounced down and then away from the goal mouth and shut in the perfect position right near the right inside the 18-yard box to volley that one and into the back of the net. McDaniel looking for its first win in conference play. 0-4-1 at the moment. And they will go into the half with the lead. 1-0 here from Clothier Field. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half.
Is about balance. We want the students to become the best they can be in the classroom, the best they can be in their athletic pursuits, and our colleges do everything we can to enhance that. You're going to feel the exact same things that you would feel as a Division I or Division II athlete in the Centennial Conference. You're going to feel the heart racing. Your teammates are going to be cheering you on. You're going to be in that huddle, firing each other up, getting ready for the opening tip or the first kickoff. All of this is what we look for and we hope that our students get to achieve in the conference. When you look at the rivalries in our conference, and these schools have competed against each other for over a century. To be able to turn them over to talented faculty and talented coaches to bring out what we all know is there, that athletic ability, that ability to achieve in the classroom, the ability to achieve in the lab. The community that we build within the Centennial Conference is truly special. We have 11 schools that are competing at everything they do. They're competing for the best faculty, they're competing for the best students, they're putting together the best facilities. There are 43 conferences, and I feel that the Centennial Conference is at the top of Division III.
1, 2, 3,
On the field of competition, you're going to be a starter, you're going to be a key reserve. You may be an all-conference player, you may be an all-American player. In the classroom, you are going to achieve great things. You could be on the dean's list. You could receive a departmental award. You could receive the college's highest prize when all is said and done. It's the ability to provide that kind of balance to allow a student to achieve in both ends, which makes the Centennial Conference remarkable. Together, we are driven. 1, 2, 3. To motivate, to challenge, to lead. Every practice, every play, every day, every season. 11 schools together in competition. We are the Centennial Conference.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Clothier Field here on the campus of Swarthmore College. You're tuning in to today's conference game between the McDaniel Green Terror and the Swarthmore College Garnet. McDaniel leading this game 1-0 at the moment. Both teams have registered 2 shots on goal. Michael Nafziger had a good chance for the Garnet earlier in the half. Actually, about midway through the half, if I recall rightly. Sent a shot slightly over net. Was aiming to put it top shelf over goalkeeper Nick Over, but just a little too high. 1 goal for McDaniel coming late on a volleyed, failed clearance by Terry Shutt for the Green Terror. And our second half has begun here. Ball with Escobar now. Escobar looking for some running room, but he is marked closely by Rogers. And that buckle will go out of bounds off of Joey Bradley. Escobar will take the corner. For the Green Terror. High ball, and that will be deflected out the back. So another corner. Escobar will again take for the Green Terror. High ball off the head of Bickley. Nafziger takes control. And a foul is called there. And Michael Thutt will take the goal kick. A long ball from him down the middle. Ryan Ward. Bonsu trips. Cairns to Ward. Ward now marked by Rogers. Joey Bradley with the ball. Bradley plays ahead for Nafziger. Michael Nafziger getting around his man. Plays it for Billy Evers. Billy Evers near the top of the box. Tried to curl one in at net, but instead sent it pretty wide of goal. That'll be a goal kick for Nick Over. Ball goes back to Youth now. And all the way back to Thutt, who drives one high. Sheehan up the far side. Ball's out of bounds. Throwing now. Cairns puts it back now with Rishardi. Rishardi trying to make a run into the middle. Escobar now with it for McDaniel. It's marked by Ward. He will go down. And foul called on Swarthmore. That'll be a free kick. Looks like Escobar will take it. And he puts one into the box, but headed away by, in the wrong direction by Hilary. Ball with Bandana. And out of bounds off of Rogers. Lannion will take the throw-in to Ward. Lannion into the middle for Nafziger. Nafziger tries to play it to Sheehan, but that ball is kept away from him by Bickley. But throw-in now. Sheehan to Evers. Evers, man, that ball picked up by Nick Over. Long punt from Over. Rishardi off the head of Evers. Tries to post up to that one. But Bandana puts it out of bounds. Throwing from Sheehan to Rishardi. Rishardi tries to play it through. Ball with Gall goes to Bradley. Bradley curling one. And then cleared up. Bonsu tries to chase it down. Bad header by Muth goes to Bonsu, but Lannion comes in to save that one. Well, keep it out of trouble. Ball with Rishardi. Now Sheehan. Nafziger with a shot, and Joey Bradley with the finish. Goal number 14, Joey Bradley, freshman midfielder out of Folsom, Pennsylvania. Shot from Michael Nafziger, hit off of goalie Nick Over and rolled over to Joey Bradley, who had a wide open net in front of him, and put that one home. Assist there from number 16, Michael Nafziger. His was the initial shot that hit off of goalie Nick Over and fell right in front of Bradley. And the score tied 1-1-1. Tied 1-1. And ball now with Rishardi. Put up by Shutt, but that one will go out of bounds. Lannion will take the throw-in. Ball from Lannion off of Nafziger. And a foul called there as Rishardi goes down. And Sheehan will take this free kick for the Garnet. Ball in off the head of Michael Nafziger. Goal! Swarthmore College. And Swarthmore quickly out to a 2-1 lead. They've come out flying in this half. Goals within a minute and a half of each other. That one off a free kick from Tommy Sheehan straight down the middle. And Nafziger came forward to get his head on it before Nick Over could catch it and deflected it just enough to throw off Over, and that ball found the back of the net. And Swarthmore quickly finding itself with the lead. And foul called there. So I believe it was a handball. Ball did end up going into goal. But that was canceled out by the foul. Bonsu trying to cut in towards the middle, but Muth doing a good job of clearing that one away. Clean tackle there by him. So that'll be a corner kick. It'll be Escobar to take this one for McDaniel. And ball deflected out of bounds off of McDaniel. And that'll be a goal kick for Michael Thought. Passes to Cairns, short kick. And tries to play the ball up the far side for Gall. Ball out of bounds. Sheehan with throwing off the head of Bandana. Shardy. Evers. Ball goes all the way back, but stolen by Palin. Hilary now with it. Bonsu trying to make a run on it. Bonsu almost gets around Cairns, but a foul is called. And that'll be a free kick for Ryan Muth. Long ball from him. Ball with Sheehan on the far side. Played back to Cairns. Muth. And long ball up from Thut. Lanyon tracks it down. Bradley to Lanyon for Gall. Ryan Ward. Cairns. Cairns will swing it around for Lanyon, who puts it up the sideline. Ball bounces off the back of Nafziger, but straight to Ryan Ward. Nafziger runs that one down, keeps it in along the goal line, but picked up by Nick Over. Pump there. Blocked back by Ward. Gall now. Billy Evers. Billy Evers through ball. Joey Bradley near the side of the box. And Bradley tries to get around his man. He goes down in the box. Rishardi. Ward to Rishardi. Rishardi with the spin move, but lose control. That ball now with Bonsu. And foul is called. Joey Bradley. Back in the attacking box, holding on to his shoulder as he now walks off the field with trainer Allison Sudak.
Into the game for the Garnet, number 11, Yuheng Wang.
So, number 11, Yuheng Wang will come back out. As Bradley walks this one off. So, goal kick there. Sorry. Kick back into play by Nick Over. Forward, Bonsu. Around to Palin. And Muth will clear that one down. Ball now with Valdez. Valdez to McKenzie. McKenzie with a pass in, but Cairns will clear that one out. Evers now with some space, but lose control there. Ball with Escobar. Evers tries to make a play on it. And out of bounds there. Lanyon with the throw-in for the Garnet. Out of bounds there off of Matt McKenzie. Thrown from Wong to Billy Evers. And out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Garnet. Again, Yuheng Wong. Wong to Rishardi. Rishardi gets around Rogers. Tries to run to the box, but space closes up. And it's now Nafziger who will swing it to Cairns. Cairns trying to find space. Looks for Sheehan. That ball kept in and at the far side by McDaniel. And out of bounds there. Couple substitutions for
Number 4, Michael Thompson, and number 5, Diego Vargas.
McDaniel. And we'll have a throw-in now. Bickley. We'll take it. And the ref will reach into his pocket on that one. Yellow card shown to Diego Vargas. Just came out onto the field. And already making an impression. Not necessarily a good one for the Green Terror. So Muth with the free kick, long ball. Sorry, that is called back. Cool night here at Clothier Field. 52 degrees at the moment. clear skies. Ball to Lanning. Taken away by Thompson. Ball to Vargas. Oh, a counterattack here. Golden, Nafziger, Nafziger through a couple men. Nafziger with a run to the box. Ball goes to Evers. And a foul called. Against the Garnet. So that'll be a free kick for McDaniel. Escobar with it, but taken away by Sheehan. A little bit too far ahead of him. Thrown there. Off the head of Cairns. And Muth will clear that one back down, looking for Evers. Ball with Valdez. Gall tries to pass it to Wong, but instead it goes to Vargas. McKenzie to Valdez. Valdez. Oh, but Gall blocks it. And Nafziger is taken down by Hilary there. Ward now with space up the middle. Lofts one up, looking for Evers, but too far ahead for him.
Entering the game for the Garnet, number 9, Quentin Millett.
And Quentin Millett will come out for the Garnet. Ball in off the head of Nafziger. Rishardi. Millett still with it. But breaking out by McDaniel, shut down with a clearance by Muth. And a foul's called a ways back. Cairns to Lanning. Lanning with a through ball. Looked like he wanted either Nafziger or Wong to make a run on it. And that'll be a goal kick now for Nick Over. Nafziger for Millett. Millett with the shot. And that's caught by Nick Over. And Over now with the punt. Bonsu fighting for room. Pass into the box, but Thut catches that one. And short roll to Lanning, who will pass to Muth. Long ball, Nafziger chasing it, tries to chip it over the goalie, but that ball instead wide of net.
Ending the game for the Green Tear, number 17, Grayson Brockbank. And number 21.
Couple substitutions now for McDaniel. So there'll be a goal kick here from over. Off the head of Sheehan Ward. Ball back to over. Patiently drive goes to Sheehan, but blocked back by Bickley. And foul called there as Millett went down. Quick kick. Ball's back with Lanyon. Lanyon finds some room to show off his speed and tries to play it through to Nafziger, but instead turnover. And thought pass head to Gall. Gall now. Off the head of Nafziger, but that instead will go to Kerry Shutt. Long off of Bonsu, but Ward will take it away. And that ball taken away by Sheehan, but a foul called. Ball with McKenzie. Back now again, McKenzie. McKenzie plays it through for Palin. And a little bit too far ahead for Brockbank. So Lanyon will now take the throw-in. High throw. Millett trying to chase it down. And that ball is out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in. For McDaniel. Lanyon kicks that one back up. And Millett turns it over, but the ball goes back to Nafziger. Nafziger with a couple moves. He gets shoved down, and a foul is called. So Muth will take this free kick. Muth, long ball, struck hard, but wide of net. And the substitution now for McDaniel is Raul Escobar will come on and in place of Carlos Valdez. Ball with Palin. Muth will clear that one out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in. Looks like Brockbank will take it for the Green Terror. Throw-in. Palin. Ward takes it away. Gall goes to the ground. And shot there from Brockbank. Blocked out of bounds by Wong. So that'll be a corner kick for Michael Thompson. Thompson now with the corner. Long ball through. Muth comes forward to head that one out. And Nafziger goes to the ground. But the foul called on him. That'll be a free kick for McDaniel. Michael Thompson will take it. Off the head of Muth. Millet now. Millet. And he will turn it over. Bonsu now. Thompson with a pass in. Caught by Thutt. And that ball blocked out of bounds by Adam Wise. And number 23, Omadayo or Gunwa will come out for the Garnet in favor of Michael Nafziger. Lanyon with the throw-in. Ball off the head of Wong. Back to Ward. Ward up the middle. And that ball cleared up and out by Kerry Shutt. And that'll be a throw-in. Lanyon will take it. Lanyon with the throw-in. Millet tries to win the header. Millet with tries to pass into the middle for Oregunwa. Oregunwa normally a defender, but playing up in that, more so in that striker spot that Nafziger usually fills at the moment. Wong passes back to Rishardi. Rishardi to Wong. Wong, Millet. And that ball out of bounds off of Bickley. So that'll be a throw-in for Thomas Sheehan. Sheehan with the throw. And that is cleared well up. And foul called there as Lanyon went up over the top of Bonsu to try to win the header. So that'll be a free kick. Thompson will take it. Kick from him off the head of Muth, and Lanyon will cleared out of the box, but that ball goes out of bounds at the near side. That'll be a throw-in for Mackenzie after a couple of substitutions here. Zachary Vescusi, number 3, will come out for the Garnet. In favor of Tommy Sheehan. I'm sorry. Tommy Sheehan comes out in favor of Zach Vescusi. And that ball kicked out of bounds by Yuhang Wang. Throwing from Mackenzie up into the air. And foul was called there. So that'll be a free kick. Thought will take it. And free kick from Thut. Long drive off the back of Ward. And Wong is fouled. And Rishardi will take this free kick for the Garnet. Hard ball into the middle, but off the head of a McDaniel player. Ball rolls all the way back to Muth. And a long ball from him. Millett tried to make a run on it, but too far ahead. And snatched out of the air by Nick Over. Muth. And Gall blocked that one back. Valdez ahead. Tries to play it for Rogers. Rogers stays on it. Thompson now. Thompson. To Valdez. Argunwa tries to chase that one down, but now with Mackenzie. Orgunwa keeps it in down the near side. Cuts back in towards the middle. Plays it ahead for Gall. Gall with a pass in, but headed away. Long ball up looking for Rogers, but instead Muth will clear that one way out. Wong now. Wong keeps it in, tries to play it ahead for Orgunwa, but a little bit too far ahead and picked up by Nick Over. Ball through off the shoulder of Lanyon. Millett. Ball now with Randall Hilary. Brought up by Bickley, who passes to Valdez. Valdez now. And Muth blocks that one back. Popped up off the head of Lanyon, but out of bounds. Billy Evers will come out for the Garnet as Omadayo Orgunwa will come out of the game. Nafziger waits to come back onto the field of play in place of Millett. And Swarthmore, less than 10 minutes to play here, 9:10 to be exact. And they'll look to get one for insurance. Ball loose, but tracked down by Bendana. Gall. Nafziger pops it into the air. Viscusi tries to find it. Goes to Ward. Ward tries to keep it in, but instead it goes out of bounds, but throwing. It's won by Swarthmore, but it goes back all the way to Mackenzie. Off the head of Wong. Gall. To Wong down the near side. Wong looking for space to cut back in off the outside of his foot to Evers and out of bounds. Off of Evers, it's called. Sorry, foul was called there. So Nick Over will take the free kick. Off the head of Ward. Off of Gall. Long ball ahead. Lanyon will head that one out. So that'll be a throw-in. Tommy Sheehan will come back out for the Garnet. Again, looking for that insurance goal that would perhaps put this one out of reach with a 2-goal lead. Then again, we did see the Garnet score 2 goals in the space of a minute and a half. So they definitely wouldn't mind at least some insurance. Possibly a 3-goal lead would suit them better. Ball from Over. Long. And Cairns will take the throw-in for the Garnet. Cairns to Nafziger. And Nafziger wins that, but a foul called on McDaniel. Quick hit taken. And Mackenzie makes a run up, but he hits Gall. And Nafziger will fall to the ground. He is showing off some anger as he's come down a couple times, and the ref will reach into his pocket and a yellow card shown to Escobar. So Muth will take this free kick. Long ball from Muth. Off the head, popped up into the air, but cleared away. Off the head of Ward. Ball through to Rogers. Escobar. Ward. Nafziger. But that ball will roll back to Bandana. Gall. Sheehan. And Sheehan is fouled as he goes to the ground. Free kick from about 25 yards out. Sheehan will take it. And instead, short to Gall. Gall tries to pass one into the box. But it's headed out by McDaniel, blocked back in by Rishardi. And now Gall with it. Billy Evers fighting for it, tries to flick it to Gall, but Ball went behind goal. Long ball up, blocked off the head of Ward. And Quentin Millette will come back out for Zach Viscusi. Throw in from McKenzie. We're down to within 5 minutes to play here. Swarthmore is still holding on to that 2-1 lead. And ball chipped up and cleared away by Cairns. Everett tries to make a run on it, but kept in by Adam Wise. Ball out of bounds on the Garnet. Sorry, fouls, actually. No, I'm throwing. That'll be Bickley. And immediately back out of bounds. And stoppage here as they'll reset the clock. All right, throwing now. Block back out. And volleyed back off the head of Muth. And shot there, attempted by Palin, but well wide and high, out of bounds, behind the net. So Michael Futt will take this goal kick. Off of Ward, turnaround now, out of bounds off of Lanyon. So that'll be a throw in here. McDaniel moving quickly as they try to score here and force this game to overtime. Blocked away by Millette. Off the head of Cairns. And Nafziger is hit and he goes down. And that leads to a called foul. And Muth will come forward to take this free kick, looking for Millette. And I believe a handball call on Garnet. So that'll be a free kick from Nick Over. Everett is fighting for it. That ball will go out of bounds. Throw in there. Cairns blocks it back off his head. Another throw in here. Bickley with a pass in. Rogers tried to deflect that one home, but instead strained to the waiting arms of Michael Thutt. And Thutt will roll this one to himself and send a long ball back in. Millette to Evers. Bickley. Evers. And ball now from Vargas. A minute left here. Swarthmore holding on to that 2-1 lead. And they will look to run out the clock, more or less. Drop kick there from Michael Thought. Popped up off the head of Shutt. And over. Sends that one back down quickly. Ward with the header. Into the air. That ball is cleared out. And everybody comes into the box as they try to set this corner up quickly. Clock will stop. 11 seconds left. Every player on McDaniel into the box, including the goalie. Have no choice here but send everyone. Corner. Goalie actually got his head on it there. And Millette will clear it back down. And time will expire. Swarthmore hold on to that 2-1 lead. They will win it, and they improve to an even 7-0 on the season. 3-3 in conference play. Gettysburg and Johns Hopkins ahead of them at the moment in the standings. Actually, Hopkins fell to 3-3, and Swarthmore owns the head-to-head over them, having won 1-0 in Baltimore. So Swarthmore will move into 5th place in the Centennial Conference, which puts them in a playoff spot. And they'll look to hold on to that with, I believe, 3 conference games remaining. Your final score here, 2-1. The McDaniel Green Terror still winless in conference play. They'll fall to 4-7-2 and 0-5-1 in the Centennial Conference. And Swarthmore breaks its 3-game losing streak, and they'll look to continue their success in their final 4 games of the season, I believe. Final 3 games of conference play, and look to finish strong as they fight for a playoff spot. Thanks for joining us on the Garnet Sports Network. Have a good night.